All right, I know you're all here for the 10/20% off coupon. We're going to talk about that in a hot second. But I want to go back. For those of you who've been following the videos where we're talking about the 12 days of deals, there was the first video, and then there was an update where they switched some stuff. Oh my gosh, what if I told you I got contacted yesterday by another Harbor Freight insider who said, nope, guess what? They're all the deals. So they're not switching them. They've added deals. And if you look right now, if we go here to the prelims, of course, 40% off today on all Icon wrenches, torque wrenches, and breaker bars. You got to get to the store today if you're going to looking for any of that, because it's going to go quick and there's some top-notch tools. But let's jump into it. So, of course, the first day was the jack. Second day, that's today, we got the Icon wrenches. Tomorrow was supposed to be, originally it was the bottle jack, and then we heard, look at this, it's now the carport and the bottle jack are both on day 3. What the heck? It's all getting mixed up and added in. They're doing multiple deals. So if you've been looking for the bottle jack, that's going to be tomorrow. There's the carport also at $89.99. And again, so for the rest of the deals, go check out the other videos. Apparently, all of it's going to get smashed in there somehow. They're going to make it all fit, which means, best of all, for those of you who've been were sad that the welding carts and cabinets were not included, looks like they're back on the menu, boys. So anyway, let's jump into the promo deals we were talking about before. So 13th, 14th, and 15th. That's today, Saturday, and Sunday. We've got 10% off for everybody. And of course, 20% off for everyone who's inside track. And of course, all you are inside track. We've talked about it before. I push it very hard. I think everyone, if you shop repeatedly at Harbor Freight, or if you're going for big items, you should be an inside track member, because deals like this. Remember, I don't get paid by Harbor Freight. I don't get an affiliate link or commission or anything. People like to spread rumors like that because they're so butthurt about the fact that Harbor Freight's doing well and they spent too much on other brand name tools. But the fact is, the reason we talk about this is because it's a good deal and we're trying to save you money. 20% off of any single item. Now, the 10% off is valid in-store and online on in-stock items, but the 20% off is going to be in-store only, in-store and on in-stock items. Now, for those of you looking for like the big tool cabinets and stuff, you're going US General Icon with this 20% off. My understanding, and I've had it confirmed from other store managers, is that even if they don't have it in store, because it's an order item, it's still considered in stock. You should be able to use it on those. Should not be a problem. And I'm going to say this. Now, it's not stackable with anything else. That's the one thing. There's nothing called out. There's no like, you can't use it on welders. You can't use it on floor jacks, which is what it was back in the day. And Harbor Freight heard everyone complaining about that, and they've changed that this year. That's been the biggest change, I think, for Harbor Freight, is that they're getting away from the exclusion items. But that said, you can't stack it with other savings, which is fairly typical. There is one way to stack some savings, and that is if you sign up for the Harbor Freight credit card. If you sign up, your first purchase gets you 10% off and then 5% back on every item after that. Now, here's the deal. I don't promote credit. I don't think you should go out. If you can't afford it, I don't think you should go and buy it and put it on credit and then pay it off and stuff. But if you've got the money, I mean, this is what my family and I do. If we got the money, we can get deals from credit cards. Then sure, I'll sign up for it and then turn around and pay it all off. Be smart about credit, but I'm not saying you should run away from it, though, when you can get an extra 10% off. Which, remember, if you're buying something $1,000, 10%, that's $100. That's nothing to sneeze at. All right, let's talk about some of the other deals that are going on. The Hercules has got their starter kit. It's still on sale right now. This is a great deal. You're getting not just, before it was, you think like a starter kit, it's like a 2 amp hour battery and a charger. No, this is a 5 amp hour battery and their dual charger. Remember, Hercules chargers are 20 volt and 12 volt. So if you want to get into the 12 volt line, you already got a charger, okay? Batteries, of course, are going to be different, but you already got the charger. So you're getting the 5 amp hour battery, you're getting the charger, which is a fantastic charger, and then you get any one of these 12 tools. And let's skip through them real quick. You got the grinder, okay? Brushless grinder. Remember, any of the brushless stuff, 5-year warranty. The battery, 3-year warranty, all right? So you're getting the grinder there. That's a great one. The mid impact, it's an okay one. The bandsaw is a great little bandsaw. Grease gun is nice. The saw is good. That impact driver right there. That is a top-notch impact driver. That's definitely one you want to consider if you don't have it, as well as the hammer drill. Then we got the 3/8. It's a mid-impact, kind of low to mid. We got the multi-tool. It's a decent multi-tool little vac. The one-hand recip. That's a beast of a tool right there. Of course, brushless on that as well. And then we got the recip saw, aka the old Anyway, I don't want to use other brand names. I don't want to call it Xerox, stuff like that. Anyway, 20-volt brushless cordless recip saw. And again, 5-year warranty. I have this saw, of course, full disclosure. Harbor Freight sent it and stuff. But it's a great saw. Is it the best saw out there? No, I still think the Flex is a better saw, but the Flex is significantly more expensive. But if you're in the Hercules line, that's a great saw to have. All right, let's keep going here. Next up, we've got the battery deal. You can get the 2 5-amp-hour batteries, a 2-pack of 5-amp-hour batteries for $90. That's a fantastic deal considering the quality of these batteries, all right? If you're in the Hercules line, these are both great ways to get extra batteries and chargers and stuff like that. Now, over at Bauer, we have a similar kind of deal package, again, with the 5-amp-hour battery and the charger, and then you're getting any of these 13 tools. Now, some of these are brushless. This is a nice little mid-impact there for 50. I mean, it's normally $50. I don't know. I'd probably find something a little bit pricier. I love the grinder there, but the grinder's on sale for $35. I don't know if I'd waste my money on that. I'd be looking at something like this grease gun here. That's a solid grease gun there. The Brad Nailer at $99. Now this brushless grinder is a great grinder, but it's only $40. If you're getting something free, you want to get your money's worth out of it. Look at the circ saw, maybe the one-hand recip. The battery inverters, that's a nice little add-on, but I wouldn't waste my freebie on that. We got the router, we got the vac, and we got the little hand vac. I've got this hand vac, and it's not the most powerful thing in the world. Great for picking up dog hair, stuff like that. That's what we used it for. We got 2 Labradors. We're always picking up dog hair. But that said, again, I wouldn't waste my free item on that. Now, the chainsaw there, I've got the chainsaw. It's a decent little chainsaw, good for cutting up firewood, small trees, stuff like that. You're not going to be going, taking down the giant oak in the back 40 or something like that with this, but for around the house kind of stuff, it's doable, and it's a decent little jigsaw as well. All right, next up, we've got the Bauer 2 combo pack here, where you get the 2-pack of batteries, 5-amp-hour again, for $80. $80. It's a solid deal on those. All right, now we got the Dollar Days coupons. This one just got renewed December 12th through the 25th, so through Christmas Day. Let's just jump through them real quick here so you can see them. If there's any special ones, I'll call them out. Anything that I think is like significant or you should avoid. I'm not a big fan of the screwdriver set. I think you can pass on that. Let's see here. The rubber mallet, I guess the rubber mallet's okay. The Merlin bits, man. I've said a lot of negative stuff about the Central Air over there at Harbor Freight, but the Merlin brand is a cut above, way better. These Pittsburgh tape measures, when they're like $1 or something like that, I get it. $4, yeah, I think I'd probably spend a bit more and get like the Bauer or another name brand or whatnot. UV safety glasses for $4. The locking clamp pliers, they're decent at $5. Let's see anything else here. These cases at $7. These are maybe buy a bunch of them, because if you've got a shop, you know what it's like. You got little parts everywhere. These are great ways to get some storage in there and get everything organized. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, the RoadShock Edge off-road light. This thing is an absolute beast. Pros are starting to use these things. They are bang for the buck. There's nothing close. Just nothing close for that. I'm going to be putting some on my truck. Got to do something to be able to see those deer at night up here in Montana. $500 on that 29-gallon air compressor. That's solid. This Earthquake 3/8 50-foot hose reel, that's the real deal at $150. All right, let's see. We got not the off-road. I was getting excited there. We got the racing jack here, the aluminum racing jack for you kids out there racing the jacks on Friday nights. This one's a winner. I know a lot of people, they don't like it when I talk about the brake caliper sets. Like, I can just use a clamp and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you could there's lots of ways you could jerry-rig, ways to do a job. But having the right tool for the job just makes it easier. And if you're doing a lot of brake jobs, I always do all the brakes on my vehicles. I've got 5-6 vehicles that we work on. And for $55, that's a fantastic set right there. The Zurich reader there, I haven't had a chance to try it. If you have, I'd love to hear about it. The Maddox inflator, we've tested an inflator that I think is from the same manufacturer as this. It's okay. It's actually pretty heavy little inflator. Here's the Daytona Ultralight for $280. Let's see, anything else here that just jumps out at us. Da, 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 da. I mean, there's some decent deals in here. If I don't cover it, I'm not saying it's not a great deal. It just doesn't get me excited, you know. Like I don't ever need a water pump. Shut up, phone. I don't ever need a water pump, so you don't see me talking about them nearly as much as I probably should. Hand tools. These are okay starter screwdrivers. I'm not a big fan of this tool set. I know some people like it. The ratcheting, we got the crescent. Let's see what else. Cotter pin sets, those are always good to have. I love, anytime one of these little sets is on sale, I love picking them up so I can build up my inventory in my shop of all the little small miscellaneous stuff that you need from time to time. Vanguard decent extension cord. These little lights, I hate to admit it because they look cheesy and gimmicky. They put out a ton of light and they're great because they have magnets on the back. They also have like adhesive you can peel off and stick. So it actually makes it really great to put like inside of a cabinet or something like that. Get some extra light in there. This 6 outlet power strip with metal housing. That's a great power strip there. Let's keep going here. We got gloves and tape. The tape, I'm not a fan of this tape. I would say avoid the tape. The Portland corded chipper shredder. This is for small sticks and leaves, all right? You're not putting huge branches in this. Like 1.5 inch capacity, and that's, maybe softwoods and stuff. If you got a real hardwood, you're going to be pushing it on something like this. The Bauer blower, that's a great little blower. We use it all the time. We get, leaves in the winter. We blow snow off the cars. It's the one we keep at home, and my wife uses it all the time. I use it all the time, so I think it's great. The beam cutter, if you're cutting a lot of beams, you need that. This is a great corded multi-tool. I like this multi-tool. I have it. I've had it for years. I think it's fantastic. Let's see here. The Bauer variable speed D-handle drill there for $40. I remember I did a video years ago on the wet tile saw. That thing's a great wet tile saw for a DIYer, or for even up to a Value Pro kind of stuff. The jackhammer for $400 there. That's a good one. And let's see here. The Bauer 8 amp grinder for $25. That's a nice deal right there. 44% off. All right, and then we've got the 1.3 amp variable speed rotary tool here. My son bought this a number of years ago. I've gotten a chance to use it several times. For the budget, it's not terrible. It's actually pretty good. And at $15, that is a solid deal. We got the belt sander for $40, the crane. Again, I always recommend check your local like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. There's always somebody buying a shop crane, an engine picker there. And they do it for one project and then they need to sell it. Honestly, really useful in the shop for tons of stuff. Moving table saws, anything heavy. It folds up, it gets out of the way. Honestly, something I think you should hold on to. The Bauer wet dry vac for $100. Engine stand there. Let's see what else we got in here. Mechanics tool seat, the Pelican cases. Anytime you can get one of these, and I call them Pelican because they're just like Pelican, the Apache cases. How about this? You got the 72-inch US General Series 3, or actually Series 2, because it's backwards compatible. There's the hutch for it on sale. That's a rarity, coming in at $620. That's a solid deal, although maybe you want to do the 20% off and add in that credit card on that one. Oh my gosh, my wife won't stop blowing up my phone here. Let's see, any other hot deals there? I don't see anything there. Let's see what else, if we got anything else here. All right, we talked about the days of deals. That's everything we got for you today. If you got any questions, put it down below. Don't forget, if you've been holding out for those days of deals and you were confused between the two lists that we talked about, looks like they're both on the menu. So good news there. It's going to be a Merry Christmas for lots of us. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.